My name is Rick Homans. I'm the president and CEO of the Tampa Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, and appreciate everybody being here for this important milestone, another important milestone in Tampa's business history. What a great way to start 2015. Also want to thank our chairman of the EDC, Ron Vaughn, Dr. Vaughn from University of Tampa, for being with us. Thank you, Ron, for being here. I believe we've got a few elected officials who are going to speak, but I believe that Councilor Yoli Kapin was going to be with us. I'm not sure if she is, and she's not. But she was going to be here, and she's probably going to be here very shortly. Today, it gives me great pleasure to officially announce that Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America is moving its national headquarters from Dallas, Texas to Tampa, Florida. Please give it. You're going to hear more about this organization from the speakers who follow me, and particularly its CEO. But I'd like to tell you 5 reasons why I think this announcement is so important to our community. First, this is a national organization with a 110-year rich history, and it's known far and wide for its work with families and children. I was talking with Pam Iorio this morning, and we were remarking this organization probably has a 90% name recognition across the country. Talk about a brand name that we want to affiliate with Tampa Bay, and this is it, Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Second, this announcement shows how corporate relocations work and how headquarter relocations work. This is an organization that's reinventing and reinvigorating itself, and it has strong ties to Tampa Bay through its new president and CEO, our former mayor, Pam Iorio, and its board chair, Liz Smith, the CEO of Tampa-based Bloomin' Brands. So with these two people, with the connections that they had, and with the changes that are going through, this is what makes it right for a corporate headquarter relocation, and we found that with Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Third, we won this deal because Big Brothers and Big Sisters wants the same thing that every corporate headquarters wants, and we delivered: a diverse and highly skilled workforce. One of the best airports in the world. Joe, thank you for being with us today. The professional service support infrastructure that's so critical for a headquarters and an excellent quality of life. And we provided as a community a seamless execution during the transition. Big Brothers, Big Sisters knows that we are here to support and to serve, and that attitude will grow even stronger in the months and the years to come. Fourth, beyond the 20 new headquarter jobs and the 6,900 square feet of office space that Big Brothers, Big Sisters will occupy in West Shore, the impact of this relocation is that our community becomes the center of gravity for this national organization. The organization's directors, donors from major national corporations like J.P. Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Cargill, Beiersdorf, and others will come here regularly for meetings, and each of them will identify Tampa as their headquarters. Leaders from hundreds, 341 affiliate organizations will come here regularly, and each one of them will identify Tampa as their headquarter. The national media will continue to cover Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and they will identify Tampa as their headquarters. This is how you become known as a headquarter community. Finally, the most compelling trademark for our community is our authenticity and our generosity. Being a place where a company or an organization can come and be supported as it revitalizes and redirects itself and builds a new future. The way that we have already welcomed Big Brothers, Big Sisters to Tampa Bay, and all that we will do as an organization to help it stand up its operations here gives us a chance to do what we do best, and that is to welcome new members to our community and to help them make a difference in the world. So I want to thank, again, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, to their CEO, Pam Iorio. Where is Pam? Pam, right there, and to the chairperson of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Is Liz here with us today? Liz? She will be, I'm sure. And please accept our warm welcome back home and our best wishes for every success in the future. It's now my pleasure to welcome the chairwoman of our county commission, Sandra Merman. Sandy.
Wow, this is a really big deal. I was sitting there looking out over the sparkling water and looking at the buildings that are around us, and how could you, I mean, the setting is perfect today for us. We are getting ready to explode in this community, and I'm glad that Pam, you and your organization have decided to kind of spark the fire. They're getting it going for us. But this is just a very, very exciting day to bring a national organization like Big Brothers Big Sisters here. You know, nonprofits are businesses. And I had somebody ask me a question, well, is nonprofit getting? They are a business, a true business. And they have to get out there and fight just like everybody else, every medium size, every large business. And they will grow to big business over time. So I think it's just commendable. But I think the big message today for you, Pam, is welcome home. And we couldn't be happier to have this announcement here today. I know we've seen you here, you come home on the weekends or whatever, but it's not the same as actually having you here every day. It's just a blessing to this community, all the work you've done for us. I know you're in the role, and we keep going backwards a little to remember you as mayor, but honestly, you were wonderful for this city, and we expect such great things with you being here with Big Brothers Big Sisters. And they're just an outstanding example of bringing a headquarters to Hillsborough County and what it's going to do, again, to light that fire for other organizations to look at our area. These CEOs of boards throughout all over the nation that will come here, they will rent a room here, they will stay here. Good for you, Santiago, right? He's over here, thumbs up all the time for more bed nights. But no, but they're going to bring their companies here. They're going to have their conventions here. I mean, there is such a spillover effect. And I just couldn't be prouder to be standing here on behalf of Hillsborough County and all of our Board of County Commissioners and our commissioners to say congratulations, thank you. We're glad you're expanding here. You're a 110-year-old organization that brings a lot of, just a whole lot of history and, you know, just legacy back to this community. And I think what you're doing to transform lives of our young adults, our young kids, is just so commendable, because that's where it starts. You know, we have all these children in our community. I know the mayor's not going to be here today, so I can steal some of his lines. But he, you know, we're so adamant about trying to find ways to keep our kids here. And by having organizations like this that are showing kids the right examples, how to lead their lives, how to really make something of themselves, they'll want to stay here because their roots are here. And that's what Big Brothers, Big Sisters, having them here will do for us. It's giving us that one more notch to help keep our kids here. Again, you've devoted your career here, but I'd also like to congratulate the 7 regional Big Brothers, Big Sister organizations around the region onto their merger as one organization, Big Brothers, Big Sisters for Tampa Bay. I know many of your leaders and supporters are here today. I want to thank you all for your dedication, your mentoring that you do for so many young people. I thank all of you out here that are volunteers for Big Brothers, Big Sisters. I know that, you know, in this day and age, we're all real busy, but if you could just take an hour a week to devote to a child, believe me, you are going to make a difference. And I know it, seeing in my years in working for kids. So I thank you for choosing this location. And we wish you much success. And of course, you know Hillsborough County is here to help if we can do anything for you. So thank you all very much.
As the commissioner said, Mayor Buckhorn is not with us today, which some of you probably find quite surprising that he's not here for an announcement like this. He is, I think, kicking the wall at the airport in Tallahassee right now because his flight got delayed from there. He had it timed perfectly to be here, but is unable and sincerely regrets not being with us. Also want to thank Brian Auld for being with us from the Tampa Bay Rays, new president of the organization, but more importantly, to this group here, has been serving in a leadership function for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and thank you for all of your efforts there as well. And Liz, I want to acknowledge you. We mentioned you before, but thank you for, were you? Okay, well, here you are again. Thank you for being with us. I didn't get to connect with you personally. The next person I want to introduce is, this is a Tampa Bay effort, as we have said. Mayor Rick Reisman could not be with us today, but I want to welcome his deputy mayor from St. Pete, Kanika Tomlin. Kanika.
Thank you. Good afternoon. This is a day of missing mayors, but they're certainly here in spirit. We miss Mayor Buckhorn immensely today. He's our pioneering partner in the effort to build a region that's truly recognized for our collective assets in a collaborative, non-competing way. We've done some great things together, and we've only just begun, and we're sure that that will continue. And this is one of those absolute wins. These are some of our favorite days, our absolute favorite days in St. Petersburg City Hall, when we get to celebrate the growth of our region. And the fact that this is growth that is going to benefit our most important assets, our children, is absolutely wonderful. So I am so pleased to be here as the Deputy Mayor of St. Petersburg to say the third today, the first from our side of the bay, Mayor Iorio, to say welcome home. You've done so much for our community in the past, and we are so excited about this next chapter and all that we know will certainly follow. On behalf of our mayor, I want to tell you just how excited we are to celebrate this regional win that places a national treasure on our regional stage, front and center. And St. Petersburg, we're working very hard to be a city of opportunity where the sun shines on everyone who comes to live, work, and play. We understand that begins and ends with our children. And the work of Big Brothers Big Sisters is so very important. And we are just over the moon about the opportunity to shine a light on that great work and turn the nation's eyes to what happens with that organization right here in our hometown. It's a big move with obvious economic development implications. But one of the things that excites us most is that it is as much a big move for the social and intellectual capital that it will infuse as it is for any financial capital. We will be changing the lives of children with this move. And so we stand by you, excited to help you in however we can. Please count on us as your partners. We look forward to everything that comes next. Thank you for all that you do.
I want to particularly thank just a few people who, and I know we've got a group of dignitaries, but some of our partners in the world of economic development and business. Bob Rorlak from the Chamber, thank you for being here. Joe Lopano from the airport, thank you, Joe, for coming out. Paul Anderson from Port Tampa Bay, Santiago Carrata, thank you, and also John Schuler, who's the interim CEO of the Tampa Bay Partnership. Thank you for being here. Also at the EDC, our officers, our Vice Chairman, Colleen Chappell, and our Secretary Treasurer, Dr. Ken Atwater from Hillsborough Community College. Thank you for attending. The star of today's show is another mayor, and that's former Mayor Pam Iorio, who made this deal happen. So it's my great pleasure. She woke up this morning, as luck would have it, with a small case of laryngitis, so we're all going to have to be quiet and listen closely. But she's got a big heart and a big voice. Please help me welcome Pam Iorio.
I was so excited that I'm speechless. Well, first of all, thank you, Chair Merman, for your kind words, and Deputy Mayor Tomlin. Mayor Buckhorn, that's what you get for going to Tallahassee. The mayor and I talked last week, and he's so excited about this. And I would know he really regrets that he can't be here. So from a civic standpoint, I couldn't be more proud that Big Brothers Big Sisters of America is calling Tampa home. And from the standpoint as CEO, I couldn't be more optimistic about the future of this great organization right here in Tampa. Now, the board chair, Liz Smith, and I have some people to thank. And so I'd like to thank some people who have made this relocation possible. First of all, Rick Homans and the EDC. You've just been spectacular. I mean, Michelle and the whole staff, we've practically lived there. And they've made it all possible for us to pull together all the support that we've needed. You really do a tremendous job, and I appreciate you. One of the first individuals I talked with was Kyle Bird of Parkway Properties. Kyle is here. Kyle, thank you. They have donated 5 years of free office space at Corporate One in Nashville. And Ron Ruffner and Clayton Sovich of Cassidy Turley are here, and you two couldn't be any nicer to work with. You've just been wonderful. So the next stop is, how do you build out the office space, carpet and paint and all that is needed. And the Beck Group has stepped up and will donate all of that to Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. Randall Reed is here. Mark House isn't here, but he's been a good friend for many years. I really appreciate it. Donating all of the furnishings, all of the furniture and design services is Bill Adams of ROF. Bill, thank you for that very generous donation. Colleen Chappell and Chapel Roberts has stepped up to be our marketing partners. Thank you, Colleen, and your entire team. There are so many supporters of Big Brothers Big Sisters in the audience. Florida has one of the best state associations of Big Brothers Big Sisters across the nation. It is so well respected. Jody Clifford is their executive director, and she is here today along with many of her staff and board members. Jody, raise your hand. You're right back there. Thank you for being here and representing the state of Florida. There are affiliate members from throughout the state. Joy, thank you for coming, and your board and staff. I just met a brand new affiliate CEO from Central Florida. So appreciate the fact that you've come together. I know everyone's very proud of the state. We have here in Tampa Bay one of the best Big Brothers Big Sister affiliates in the nation, headed by Stephen Cook. Stephen is right back here. Stephen and his staff, I have to highlight Deanne Sheffield Ward, who does things, just makes a lot of this possible. Recently, the Pinellas and the Hillsborough affiliates have merged, making it one of the largest affiliates in the country, serving 3,500 children right here in the Bay Area. But I think it's also important to note that they have 1,000 children on their waiting list. And so some of you in the audience today might want to consider becoming a big, because it'll change your life too for the better forever. It really will. Now, Stephen's board has a lot of great supporters. And as Rick already pointed out, Brian Auld is right here on the front row. The Tampa Bay Rays, our Rays, are huge supporters of Big Brothers Big Sisters, and I want to thank that organization for being so good. I've really become attached to Big Brothers Big Sisters. When I was first asked to do this, I just wasn't sure that I would become so attached. It's grown on me. But you know what? It's just like being mayor. You get to make a difference every single day. You know, Liana knows this. When I was mayor, we talked about how you change one life at a time. And then after the course of a year, you look back and you say, look, right? And that's how you make a difference. And so that's exactly how I see Big Brothers Big Sisters. It may not be the flashiest organization. It may not be some brand new idea that's just cropped up that everyone gets excited about. No, it's the tried and true 110-year-old concept that you build a relationship with someone who needs it. And in the course of building that relationship, you change a life forever to the positive. And so it's hooked me, because I think that's worth working for, isn't it? And I know this community enough to know that this community is going to help Big Brothers Big Sisters of America thrive. And it's going to grow and thrive long past my tenure. And future CEOs of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America are going to be so proud that Tampa is our headquarters and our home. But you know who really can speak about Big Brothers Big Sisters the best? It's the bigs and the littles. They tell the story far better than I can ever say. We just happen to have a big brother and a big sister here. We have Big Brother Alan Cohen and his little brother, Sir Giorgio, and they would like to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Pam. I'd like to extend my welcome for you back to Tampa, and know that you'll do an excellent job for Big Brothers Big Sisters as you did as mayor of our city. There's a saying that whoever saves a life is considered as if he saved the entire world. How do you break the cycle of poverty and crime that has occurred in generation in one family? The answer? You try to make a difference in somebody's life. In 2008, I was able to retire after 35 years of service with IBM at AT&T. Since I was fortunate enough to have this opportunity at the age of 56, I wanted to give back to the community. Big Brothers Big Sisters was presenting their program at an AT&T meeting, and it sparked my interest. I've always liked kids, and I'm a kid at heart. I applied and was matched with Sir Giorgio, a 7-year-old. We've been together for 6 years and become very good friends. Sir comes from a single-family household and is the middle child who has an older brother and a younger sister. His mom doesn't drive, and that limits his ability to leave the neighborhood. The Big Brothers Big Sisters sports programs have been great for Sir and myself. We both love sports and have been to Rays, Lightning, Bucks, and USF games. Sir is a fanatical person about football. We've also attended football, basketball, and boxing clinics. We've both learned how to fish and race remote cars together. The sports activities are terrific, but I wanted to make more of a difference in Sir's life. I firmly believe that the key to escape poverty is through education. From our first meeting together, Sir and I have gone to the library and checked out 2 books. We begin each visit at my house by reading them before beginning any other activities. After only a few weeks, I noticed that his reading had improved. He too was also pleased with his progress. Sir was having trouble with math, like most kids, when he was in 3rd grade. So I made a commitment to tutor him at school once a week. To this day, working with his teachers, I continue to tutor Sir. I believe the impact that the program has on Sir is to provide a person who cares about him, other than his family, provide guidance, and to help him with his education. I'm also able to provide him an opportunity to see how the world exists outside his neighborhood. The relationship has helped me better understand the struggles that are present in Sir's environment. Sir has shown that you can have a great attitude without a lot of money. Most of all, it makes me feel good that I'm able to help someone else. The final chapter is yet to be written. Sir has entered the teenage years. There's more drugs and more violence present in his environment. I'm committed to helping him get through the years on the right track. Nothing would give me more pleasure than seeing him graduate high school and attend college. I'm not able to save the world, but I know I am able to make a difference in one person's life, and it's very important to me. I also know that I have a friend for life with Sir. I'd like to encourage other men and women to become mentors to the hundreds of littles that are waiting to be matched. Please help to make a difference in our community. Now I'd like to present my little brother, Sir Giorgio, who will give his perspective of what the Big Brothers Big Sisters program means to him.
The Big Brothers Big Sisters program, it means to me that it's not about how much money they spend and the like where you go, if it's expensive or not. It's just about how much time you spend together and how much fun you're having. And Alan, he's helped me out over the years. And my grades, they were bad, but they came up from Alan's tutoring. And we recently went to Busch Gardens and we had fun together. That's it.
All right, well, that's pretty, so you can see why it's such a great organization and the impact that it's having. I just look out and see so many friends. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you for taking time out of your busy days to come by and wish us well. This organization is absolutely going to thrive with the generosity of the business and philanthropic community in Tampa Bay. I'm so proud to be able to call home for Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. Thank you all for taking the time to come today. Thank you, Rick.
So thank you to all of you. I want to especially thank Rick Hamilton and his crew here at the Convention Center for hosting us this afternoon. Thank you, Rick and team. Give them a hand, please. And on our team, to Sarah, to Anna, to Jessica, Michelle, and Steve, thank you for all your efforts. So we will, the principals will stand off to the side, and if there's any questions from the media, be happy to take them. And to everybody else, enjoy another great day in Tampa Bay, and thank you for showing up today.